Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. I'm just trying to get everything set with about 15 screens here because it is Premier League final day. And it's going to be a good one. We don't normally get this up in the Premier League, but today we will find out who's going to win the title, who's going to get the last Champions League spot, who is going down as well. We know it's a straight shootout between Manchester City and Liverpool for the title, Spurs and Arsenal for that fourth place, and Burnley and Leeds for that last relegation place. Let me know where you think the action is going to take place. There is a scenario where everything stays exactly as it is. And maybe the most likely switch might be down the bottom in those relegation spots, but we will get into it very, very imminently. Let's say some hi's, Joe, Lucy, Vidradini, Dallas, welcome, Justin, Fulham 58, and here, bricking it for everybody else. Many goals today. Well, that is guaranteed. Last day of the season, we always get a goal fest, don't we? Stephen, welcome along. Leeds 22, I think I said hello as well. Vindaloo, welcome everybody. We are going to be here for the next couple of hours looking at all of this as it happens. I'm trying essentially to watch everything. So I'm going to have one screen permanently on Brentford and Leeds, who are two of our dearly departed scene. And we will switch the other one between probably Manchester City and Aston Villa and Liverpool and Wolves as we go. I've got the top screen going as well if we want to get a third viewing experience at the same time. We will follow the drama as ever. Let's have a look at team news before this goes any further, though. Please do hit that like button for me. You can see we've got 19 likes because I've just clicked it myself. 20 likes. So hit that like button and we'll see if we can draw as many people to the stream here as is humanly possible. Right, team news. Straight up to the top then. And we'll have a look at the title race, where Manchester City, frankly, are hot favourites. Hopefully you can see it ticking along the bottom there. Manchester City are champions if they win or if they match Liverpool's result. Liverpool are champions if they better Manchester City's result. If that is done by them getting a draw and Manchester City losing, they will need a hefty 6-goal favour from Aston Villa. So 6-goal swing needed. All the permutations should be correct and should be ticking along the bottom. Let's have a look at the team news from that one. So Manchester City, Edison in goal. Cancelo, Laporte. We'll find out whether it's Fernandinho or Stones at right back, one or other. Silva, Rodri, De Bruyne, Foden, Jesus and Mahrez. Is there really any doubt over this? And then look at the back for Aston Villa. One of Villa's best players is their goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. He's not playing. Robin Olsen is in there. Cash, Din, Mings and Chambers. McGinn, Louise, Ramsey, Buendia, Coutinho, Watkins. It's decent up top, isn't it? But you do worry. He's been one of the standouts there for Aston Villa, hasn't he? Emi Martinez. Let's just quickly have a look. Get your comments in on that. We'll have a look and see how Liverpool line up and how Wolves line up in that other game. Both sides playing at home. So a little bit of jeopardy taken away there. We know an away game thrown into the bargain, always a good bit of fun on these last days. Liverpool, Alisson, Trent, Robertson, Kanate, Matip, and no Van Dijk. I think he's on the bench. Thiago, Henderson, Keita, Jota, Mane, Diaz, and no Salah as well. So maybe the two top players in that Liverpool team. We'll probably see as a bit of a warm-up for that Champions League final in the second half. For Wolves, Sarr, who's a very decent keeper, Bolly, England's Cody, Gomez, Ait Nori, Otto, Dendonk and Neves, Moutinho. Neves' last game, I wonder, for Wolves. Neto and Jimenez up top. See if we've got any comments on those two teams. Let's scroll up and see what we are saying. David, reckon Leeds will stay up beating Brentford and Newcastle will beat Burnley. How many teams do you see going for Phillips if Leeds go down? Lots. At least a good 5 or 6. No Emi Martin. Yeah, I think that's a problem. And it isn't it? Leeds draw, Burnley loss. Think Villa might get a draw against Man City. Liverpool will beat Wolves. Robin Olsen played for Sheffield United 5 months ago. Yes, he did. And now he is potentially... you always look at the keeper, don't you? If there's a hot favourite who another team maybe doesn't want to win, you're like, can you get a keeper have one of those matches where they just save anything? Maybe, and I don't want to denigrate poor old Robin Olsen, maybe there's more chance of that happening if it's Martinez between the sticks than Olsen. But let's see. Phillips to City to replace Fernandinho. It's a bad shout, is it? Paul to lose and Villa to get a result. Yeah. Odds on that. We'll head over to our partners Betfair and have a look at that in just a sec. We'll do all of that in one go. Let's just have a look at this 4th and 5th place business here with Spurs and Arsenal. Spurs are, I suppose, hot favourites here. They are away at Norwich. Down the bottom there, again, you will see the permutation. Spurs will finish 4th in the Champions League unless they lose and Arsenal win. There is a scenario where if Spurs draw and Arsenal win, they're level on points, but we need a 15-goal swing. So really, it is all bets are off unless Spurs lose and Arsenal win. It's Arsenal at home to Everton. Spurs away to Norwich. Both sides will be favourites in these games. There are teams there for Spurs there. Lloris, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis, Sessegnon, Royal, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Kulusevski, Son and Kane. For Norwich, Krul, Aarons, Hanley, Byram, Janulis, Norman, Sorensen, Rasica, Lees-Melu, Dell and Pookie. And I suspect a lot of the chat will suspect that Spurs will be doing the business there. Heung-min Son is 1 goal behind Mo Salah in terms of the Golden Boot as well. So that might be something to keep an eye on there. Can Son, who is starting, get past Salah, who is not starting? Arsenal are the rank outsiders here. They're hoping for a big, big favour from already relegated Norwich City. This is what the Arsenal team looks like. Ramsdale, Suarez, Holding, Gabriel, Tavares, Xhaka, Elneny, Saka, Ødegaard, Martinelli and Nketiah. They go up against Everton, who are probably going to be still hungover and on the beach from their fab comeback and guaranteed survival the other night. That brilliant win against Crystal Palace. Begovic in goal. Branthwaite, Keane, Holgate, Iwobi, Kenny, Doucouré, Davies, Ali, Gray and Calvert Lewin. Let me know what you think. I suspect the smart money is both sides win. Spurs take 4th place. Let's have a look in the chat and see what you are saying. Olsen's game change. Martinez knee injury, I believe, if I heard that correctly. How are the lads? Says Sean. That's not a Newcastle chant, it's a Sunderland chant, isn't it? After yesterday, check out our vlog. Yesterday I was at Wembley to see Sunderland join the Championship, so congratulations. Spurs will win comfortably, you would imagine so, but it's final day, isn't it? Anything can happen. Jay, working away from home this week, legend. You're very, very welcome, Jay. Great to see all of you. Stephen's withdrawal symptoms are starting already. I feel you. We'll look forward to the Champions League and the playoff final next weekend. The greatest final in sports and the Champions League. There we go. Spurs, says Meme Boy Vlogs. Son of Muck Demon, comfortable win for Man City today, expecting to win by 3 or 4 and Leeds to go down. Can't wait to play Sunderland next season, says Kieran, who's got a Leeds page there. Doesn't sound too confident. Klopp chanting Stevie G on air, was he? Silly boy. I think they're acting out Liverpool that, look, it's Man City's to win and whatever happens in the background, hey. For some of us, could be the last time we see Leeds United playing the top flight of the game. We will all pray together. Well, yes, indeed. What else have we got to discuss? Right, we've got to discuss this relegation race, haven't we? So it is Leeds and Burnley. This is the one where we don't know really. We're fairly sure that Man City will win the title, and it would be a big shock if they didn't. we're probably even more sure that Spurs are going to finish in fourth. This one, I'll accept either argument, actually. This could go either way. Let's bring the table up first so you can see how it stands. The big issue is goal difference, of course, which is what is putting Burnley currently out of the bottom three. So Burnley have a 20-goal advantage. So we have to mention it just to dot the I's and cross the T's. But basically, that's not going to change games or 20-0 in one of the games or whatever. It's just not going to happen, is it? But we still have to say it to dot the I's and cross the T's. So Burnley just have to match Leeds' result here, don't they? If both sides lose, Burnley stay up. If both sides draw, Burnley stay up. If both sides win, Burnley stay up. Leeds need to better Burnley's result. And the draw for both sides doesn't really work, does it, for Leeds with that 20-goal difference? And that's the only way, the double win as well would leave the points on the same as well. So Leeds are hoping for a Burnley defeat and then a draw or a win for them, or a Burnley draw and a win for Leeds. Let's have a look at the team news. Burnley are at home, but they're at home to Newcastle, who have been pretty decent for, I think it was January the 22nd or something. Since then, they've just basically been very good, Newcastle, and only those top boys right at the top of the Premier League have picked up more points. Let's have a look at the team for Burnley then. Pope in goal. He's been playing very well, hasn't he? England's Pope. Robertson, Taylor, the wing-backs. Long, Tarkowski and Collins. So me doesn't make it back in time. I know there was a if, but maybe about me and maybe Jay Rodriguez, and I'm not seeing Jay Rodriguez there either in the starting 11. Cork, Brownhill, McNeil, Barnes and Cornet. Remember, if you're a Burnley fan, a draw for Burnley means Leeds have to win, basically. So clean sheet might be the order of the day. And then if Leeds can go to Brentford and do the business there, well, yeah, who knows? For Newcastle, Dubravka, Trippier, Target, Lascelles, Burn, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, St. Maximan, Wilson, and Almiron. That makes it harder to keep a clean sheet. Let's just have a look at the bench there for Burnley. Yeah, so no Rodriguez or Ben Mee. Tarkowski did return, didn't he, on Thursday when they played at Villa. Let me know how you see these ones going. And frankly, I'll accept either argument on this one because it's a lot more tight than I think the title race or the Champions League race. So Leeds go to Brentford. And again, I reiterate, Leeds need to better Burnley's result. Goal difference could be the big foe. And think back to those last weeks of Bielsa where the goals were flying in Leeds' net. It was a 6, wasn't there, against Liverpool, and a 4 against Spurs, possibly. We can bring them up on the screen. I'm sure Leeds fans won't thank me for that. But there is the Leeds United team. Meslier in goal. Firpo and Koch at right back. I assume maybe Stuart Dallas would have deputised for Luke Ayling, who's also suspended. So we'll see how Koch goes over at right back. Llorente and Cooper. Calvin Phillips in front. Rafinha and Harrison. Rafinha's a match winner, isn't he? Rodrigo and Greenwood in central midfield with Joe Gelhardt up top as well. So two of the youngsters with a chance at immortality here with the Leeds fans. Gelhardt, to be fair, always makes things happen, doesn't he? He's that type of player ever since we saw him Wigan. He just does, doesn't he? And Greenwood, well, we'll see. I think he snapped an assist through in the game against Watford, didn't he? I'm seeing Jack Grealish just saying hello to some old faces. There's Emi Martinez. Is he having a coffee there? He's not playing, is he? For Brentford, Raya in goal, Asia and Henry wide, Sørensen and Janssen. So that's probably wrong. Maybe Sørensen will play right back and Asia will play centre back. We'll find out. Eriksson, Janelt and Jensen, and Buemo, Tony and Avisa. And like Newcastle, Brentford have been in very, very decent form, haven't they, of late? Let's go to some comments and you can let me know how you see this one going. It is 1:45, and we'll get into all of the chaos as it happens. Did I enjoy Wembley? Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I did. Always enjoy going to Wembley. I know some people don't like change and preferred the old one, but it's been 20 years now, hasn't it? And they know how to put an event on down there, don't they? 72,000 for a third division game. I suspected the Sunderland mob had anything to do with it. They'd have taken some more tickets as well, wouldn't they? El Loco Bielsa watching in Argentina. I suspect he'll have his eye on this somewhere. William, Man City champion, Spurs top 4, Burnley. So he has got a switch there, William. Let me know your 3, actually. That's a good comment, William, in the chat there. Let me know between Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal. Those ones look a little bit more of a sort of foregone conclusion, if there is such a thing. Burnley or Leeds, I don't know. Let's ask me 20 minutes into the game and we'll see how this one is going. Leeds goal difference is bottom 3, isn't it? Just, yeah. Can't see Leeds getting anything at Brentford. We're about to find out, aren't we? What else have we got here? Prediction is City will win the Premier League. Burnley will stay up. Leeds relegated to the Championship. Jay, mate, went to watch Villa Burnley the other night. He said that Pope, Pope's fantastic in that game. He's been looking very, very nice, Pope, hasn't he? Jill, welcome along. Yep, let's hope for some chaos. What we don't want is early goals for Manchester City, Spurs, and one or other of the teams with the other one conceding. It all gets a bit dull a bit quickly, doesn't it? But hopefully it will all be good fun today. Could be a lot of goals at Brentford. Both defences are suspect. Theo, Leeds fan here, absolutely crapping it. I feel you, mate. I feel you. I think Burnley will lose, but I don't see Brentford not winning. That won't be enough, will it, Theo? Fair point to you. We'll do first goal in a minute, Eugene, or a minute or 8. Any other comments here? Daryl, Man City for the title, Spurs for 4th. Leeds, is that to survive or to go down? Who knows? Evan. City win, Spurs top 4, and Burnley to stay up. We know him very, very well. Welcome along. Feels like an age for kickoff. Check out the El Loco Leeds football chat. I've been on there before, hey? Waiting for Forest to join the party. You're going to have to wait, Aquatic, if indeed that does happen, until the 29th. And I can reveal I will be at the playoff final. I'm sure the ticket police will be cross with me like they always are, but bite me. Do you know what I mean? I'll be there. Ticket guaranteed. Come and say hello. We don't need to win if Burnley get beat. No, a draw will do, Tom. That is totally correct. Leeds down, Daryl was staying. Mean Boy, I think Burnley will stay up. We are, as ever, privileged to be partnered with our friends over at Betfair. I'm just going to go into the outrights here and see what the market says in terms of their liabilities over there. Is there any value anywhere? I ask myself. Let's dive in. These are the outrights in the Premier League. So, Manchester City are gigantic favourites with Betfair and presumably all of the other providers. They're 8-1 on Manchester City. So there's value in Liverpool on the upset. That will swing and switch. We could do with an early Liverpool goal to put the pressure on, couldn't we? But Manchester City are hot favourites. Let's have a look in terms of the top 4 finish here. Wow. As we suggested, no value in Spurs whatsoever. 40-1 on. The world and his wife is not expecting Norwich to do Spurs a favour. What about to stay up down here? Oof. That's a little bit tighter, isn't it? Burnley are 3-1 on favourites. Obviously, that goal difference advantage is buying them that. But you know as well as I do, that will swing completely the other way. If we get an early Newcastle goal and an early Leeds goal, then, yeah, go and run for the hills because there'll be absolute chaos on the markets there. But as you lot have sort of pretty much had it in the chat, Man City, hot favourites for the title. Spurs, hot favourites for 4th place. And Burnley maybe slight favourites to stay up down there. But look, someone's going to score early, aren't they? And the cat will be amongst the pigeons. What else have we got here? Let's get some more predictions. City champions, we seal. White Hart Spurs. Okay, yeah. Leeds to go down. I think Burnley will do the great escape. I think Burnley, we did in the video I did the other day, were 9 points behind Leeds with a couple of games in hand, albeit, but only sort of 6 or 7 weeks ago. World United music. Leeds stay up. Liverpool win the league. Spurs in. Oh, Liverpool win the league. Interesting. That would be certainly the outsider bet there. Liverpool Leeds, says David. You get long odds on that. AFC Bournemouth fans channel. Burnley will stay up. Brentford very good at home recently. They are indeed. I can see, I think 5 clean sheets in the last 6 or something for Burnley at home of late. Very good indeed. Leeds will get a draw, but Burnley will get a point at home. Indeed. Keep your comments coming, guys. We've got 50 likes so far on the stream. Let's go for a like spike, if you will indulge me. Please hit that like button right now. See if you can get us up towards 100 likes. It's all a little bit of fun, of course, but it does help us in all the rankings and all of that good stuff over here on YouTube. Let's give a big thank you as well to the legend, Luca, who his dad set him up here. Stephen, Luca's dad. Luca will likely be watching in his epicenter, his bedroom, where he's got all his screens set up, bless him. And Luca is our fan sponsor for all of our live watch-alongs this season. Woof. Right. Let's have a quick look at the other games. I know we're kind of focused on a few. The dead rubbers here are Brighton versus West Ham. In fact, go on, let's just throw in some team news for all of these before we go and play. First goal there. In fact, we're probably not going to have time, so we'll just dive in. I'll just look at the table and you can see what the upside is here. So there is a chance West Ham can finish above Manchester United in 6th position. Brighton could be as high as 8th. Looking at that goal difference, yes, they could do it. That probably be an all-time high if someone's got the stats there on Brighton for me. Leicester City are at home to Southampton. Do you know what? They haven't done that badly, actually. I think there was a lot of Brendan out business earlier in the season, wasn't there? Leicester could finish 52 points there in 8th place above the Wolves. Southampton are not going anywhere unless they don't win and Everton do win. It looks like a 15th placed spot. There you go. Luca is watching, says Stephen. Everyone, big hi to our good friend Luca in his mission control there. We love to see it. Stephen sent me a picture of that. Brilliant stuff. We need to drop down to Crystal Palace in 13th. They are playing Manchester United. Let's have a look and see what the upside for both of those two clubs is. Manchester United, unless we get some big switcheroony here. Well, in fact, look at the goal difference here. So West Ham win and a Manchester United draw would be enough for us +1 and +9 on the goal difference for West Ham. So we could get a switcheroony there. Palace in Vieira's first season, they're +3 on the goal difference, so they could scoot all the way up to 10th position if results. And it's 2 results that we're focusing on for the relegation positions here with Brentford and Newcastle go in their favour. Have I covered everyone else? We have not covered Watford down there in 19th. We'll be hoping not to finish bottom. Got a nice easy game, though, away at Chelsea. Have the Hornets. They'll be coming back down to the Championship. Whatever happens, we know that Chelsea are going to be finishing in 3rd. What does the goal difference say? So a Spurs +24. I can't add up quickly. Yeah, like +42. So Chelsea definitely going to be finishing in 3rd. Watford, if Norwich do the unthinkable and do a favour for Arsenal, could come off the bottom, but look, it's unlikely, isn't it? Right. It is now 3:55. So let me know where, pray tell, and I'll change the banner at the bottom here. Where is the first goal going to be? Will it be at the Emirates for Arsenal? Will it be in the big game between Brentford and Leeds? Will it be at the Amex between Brighton and West Ham? Will it be in another of the huge games, Burnley versus Newcastle? Will it be Chelsea versus Watford, Palace versus Manchester United, Leicester versus Saints, Liverpool, Wolves, Man City, Villa, Norwich, Spurs? Where will the first goal be? Let me know in the chat. We will await. Just let me know the stadium or the name of the home team, and let me know where you think the first goal will be today here on Premier League final day. Now, just while those are coming in, just to give you a bit of a sort of indication what I'm looking at, I can see Anfield here. I can see Brentford here. It looks like main event has got a split screen at the moment. So hopefully I'm going to see Manchester City on one of those screens as well. And we'll try and keep across absolutely everything as it all happens. Right, let's get some of your guesses as to where first goal is going to be. Where should we start here? Jill, West Ham, Brentford, Spurs, Liverpool, Brentford, Palace, Brentford. Surely Ericsson versus Arsenal. Ericsson? Brentford were playing Leeds. Is there another Ericsson I'm missing out? Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Man City, Brentford, Man City, Etihad. Yeah. A Man City goal early does kind of put the mockers on the title race, doesn't it? So we will see how that all transpires. One more time. Let's just go over the permutations. Take a look at the ticker down at the bottom. So Man City are champions if they win, or they match Liverpool's result. Liverpool are champions if they better Man City's result, but they would need a 6-goal swing if that is via a draw. Basically, Liverpool need Villa to stop Man City winning and then to win themselves. Spurs will finish 4th unless they lose to Norwich and Arsenal win. There's a 15-goal swing needed if Spurs were to draw and Arsenal were to win against Everton. Down at the bottom of the table, Burnley will survive if they win. That's barring a 20-goal swing. So that would be Burnley winning 1-0 and Leeds winning 21-0. Or they just need to match Leeds' result. Leeds need to better Burnley's result. So from what I'm ascertaining from the way you guys are feeling about this in the chat, is that you're all expecting, or the majority of you are expecting, Burnley to survive, Spurs to take 4th, and Manchester City to be champions by the end of the day. Let's go back into the comments. Sorry, I had a smoke. At this time of day, I suppose it was a nice sunny Sunday afternoon, isn't it? Afternoon to Connor, welcome. Nature Clips, first goal, Aston Villa. John, hope Leeds survive. So do most of my Leeds friends as well. Man City and Burnley for the wins. Liverpool fans, they know they will not be champions. Maybe it's more hope than expectation. We are ready to go. It's Premier League final day here. Right. We'll try and do some kind of time syncs, but I've got 3 different screens on, basically. So it's going to be very, very tricky. So we've got, I'm on Sky Sports Premier League Live. So I'm just going to plug the iPad in because that will no doubt run out of juice half the way through the screen. I'm on Sky Sports Premier League for Liverpool versus Villa. Bang, crash, wallop. Sorry if that snapped very, very loudly in your ears. In fact, let me just drop that down here. We have kicked off at Liverpool. My feed will be a little bit behind because I'm on the iPad for Manchester City. I'll have all the goal updates coming through. They'll come through in real time. So we will be able to jump. Sorry, I just want to make sure I plug that in. And I'm on Sky Sports Football Live. Plug that in there. There we go. For Brentford and Leeds. Although there's about 10 bottles of water in my line of sight as we await for the first goal. Comment of the day from Claire. Why haven't I mentioned Cardiff there? Not on SofaScore. Yeah, we have got SofaScore up in the background. James, can't believe nobody's predicted the early Hanley goal. Is it coming? So, I think my feed is about 30 seconds behind on the Leeds game. So we are going to be looking at the goal updates as something important for that. But if you want a timestamp on the Liverpool game, I am at 1 minute 24 on the TV feed on Sky Sports Premier League. I wouldn't imagine that must be an internet thing that Leeds have kicked off so far behind. I've got Manchester City on, but I'm way, way behind on that. Let me see if we can scoot forward. Looks like we can. In fact, I wonder if I can fast forward on this side of it as well. Although this stupid remote control app has been a little bit of a nightmare of late. Yeah, it's not going to give me any joy at all. Right, let's get into comments here as we await our first goal of final day. Actually, Wolves are in the box here. Jimenez! Oh my goodness me! Oh, nobody told me that was going to happen. Jurgen Klopp with a big wry smile because it's Liverpool 0, Wolves 1. Deary me, that was not in the script, was it? We are 2.5 minutes in, and with their first attack, Wolves have taken the lead up at Anfield. Just a huge goal kick down the middle. It's really bad from Konate. He gets caught under the ball. Jimenez sticks it across the box. It's forced over the line. Who is that on the back post? Forgive me. I don't have the sound on. Jimenez puts it across the box. It's a nice little tap in. And Wolves lead 1-0 at Anfield. Incredible. He comments in on that one. Woof. Please keep going, Wolves. So Manchester City, Neto. Thank you, Smokey Joe. You can tell I'm not doing championship today, can't you? Incredible start. Liverpool 0, Wolves 1. We are 2 minutes in, and as things stand, Manchester City can do what they like against Aston Villa because they are going to be champions come what may if things stay the same. Liverpool, it would be a rare defeat. They'd never lose these two up at the top of the table. It would be a third defeat of the season. That's the ridiculous standards these two have set. So as things stand, there is your live league table. Wolves have the lead and Manchester City have a 2-point advantage. If Manchester City were to score, right now the gap would be 4 points. We all thought it might be even closer than that, but the Manchester City fans are just hearing, we can see they're celebrating that Wolves goal over at the Etihad. Pedro Neto with the early goal, which has put the Mockers a little bit on the title race. So we're in the main focused in on the other two games. Villa actually in the Man City penalty box. Fernandinho just nicks it off the toe of Watkins in that game. Here comes now probably half an hour of Liverpool being in the Wolves' final third, unless they score straight away. Oh, they had a chance there, actually, Liverpool. I think it was Matip up from the back, heads that one wide. Decent cross, as you'd imagine, from Luis Diaz, and it is headed wide. Martin, great work this year. Well, thank you. Dave, what do I win? You win everybody's undying respect if you said Wolves were going to score. Everybody who said Anfield for the first goal, although I'm not sure how many of you were thinking it was going to be Wolves, but that's not the quiz, is it? The quiz is which stadium is it going to be coming? At the moment, we need We need a swing around in this game for the title to be going anywhere near Anfield. Liverpool's saving power for Real. I don't think Liverpool will or should paint. Now, of course, they won't, will they? You would still imagine both teams will end up winning today, but the cat is amongst the pigeons early on with points from losing positions. Everton are second in that table. Obviously, Manchester City don't go behind very often then to accrue points from losing positions. You've got to concede the first goal to do that, haven't you? Keep those comments flowing. Keep the chat flowing as well. Please do hit the like button. We've got 90 likes. I'd love to get that up to 100. So please do hit thumbs up on the stream right now. And I should probably pop the ticker up here. As things stand, nothing has changed. Only Manchester City's position has got better because of that early Wolves goal. Up the Reds. Come on, Forest. We can save that one, Kay, for about it's 7 days today, isn't it? The playoff final. I'm looking forward to it. I will be there as Jota goes into the box for Liverpool. Seth, love the videos. Much love from Texas. Come on, you bees. Thank you. Wolves are amongst the liver birds. Is that different to a cat being amongst the pigeons? I very much imagine it is. Good comment. Ethan, yeah, welcome, Seth in Texas. Thank you for the kind compliment. And any ideas, get them over. We've now got a month or two. Well, not even 2 months, really, is it? With the early start to next season, figuring out what content we're going to do in June and July. So we'll slow things down. Give me some time to recharge. We will keep some videos coming. But let me know what you want to see on the channel. Any collaborations, any tier lists or rankings or anything like that. We'll get them done for you over June and July. Only 1 goal in the Premier League so far on final day, and that 1 goal has been scored by Pedro Neto of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and that 1 goal means that Manchester City's position is strengthened at the top of the Premier League table, and they will be winning the title. Do the Women's Euros. When is the Women's Euros HPD game? And I must confess not to be very knowledgeable at all on women's football. My bandwidth is taken up mostly by the Championship and Premier League and League One. But if that's what the people want, that's what the people will get. Toby would love to see a video with Jack and Chris from TNC. Yeah, hopefully we'll get back on the TNC channel this coming season with Norwich. We've got plenty of friends supporting Norwich, so we'll be in touch with them a lot through next season. Norwich, who dominate at Championship level, don't they? You're going to be expecting another 85, 90 points from them, their Canaries, next season. We will see. Alfonso, wait, what? Forest still have the playoff final the way Sky talk about it? I thought they were, well, Sky's words, not mine. We know there are 2 teams involved in that final, and we should remind anyone who thinks that's a foregone conclusion that Huddersfield did finish above Forest in the table over 46 games. But we will be at the playoff final next week, looking very much forward to that one. Here come Wolves again, actually. Cat would really be amongst the pigeons if they were to go 2 up. Live streams on transfers, yeah, that sounds fun. We do like a good transfer update, don't we? England's first game is 6th of July. Where are they? Where are the Championships HPD gaming? Is it likely that Scott Twine will be heading out of MK Dons? Yes, very much so. And I think his list of suitors will be very, very long. And MK will be hoping to cash in. Leeds started well, says Dave. On my feet, I think I'm probably a bit behind. 9:45. So Brentford 0, Leeds 0. No goals in the big relegation game there. Also, no goals over at Burnley. No goals at the Etihad either. Manchester City 0, Aston Villa 0. Villa on the front foot there. McGinn crossed in with the left foot. We do have a goal over at Stamford Bridge, where it is Chelsea 1, Watford 0. Chelsea lead against already relegated Watford. Chelsea are going to finish third. Watford could still finish bottom, but Norwich need to get something against Spurs, who are involved in that Champions League chase. Hopefully, Sky TV are going to give us all the goals as they go in, with us not being in the blackout today. We'll see if that goal pops up on my screen. Anyone got a goal scorer for me? Goal Chelsea. Ruddock, please be Ruddock. This must be an FPL thing. Here, let's have a look over on this screen. All it says is goal, but Kai Havertz has got a high rating on SofaScore, so maybe he has scored the goal. We are going to find out imminently who has indeed scored for Chelsea, who lead 1-0 over Watford. Joe Linton stretch it off, says Claire, which is not good news for him or for Newcastle. Hopefully that's not too bad there. A possible broken ankle. Oh, that's dreadful news. Hopefully that's not a broken ankle for Joe Linton. That would be dreadful, dreadful news. Hopefully not as bad as perhaps is being discussed there in the chat. Eriksen's got a free kick for Brentford. Oh, lovely delivery by Eriksen. Visa on the back post, but it went across 3 or 4 players in the box there. Yeah, heart problems or not, you don't lose that ability. Eriksen there, brilliant cross for the Bees. Kai Havertz is confirmed, as we suspected, as the goal scorer for Chelsea. And we hope Joe Linton for Newcastle, who's been stretched off, is not as bad as that could possibly be. Oh, huge chance for Liverpool there. Naby Keita's a big block by Willy Bolly on the ground there. Keita smacks it straight at him. Referee Taylor, I think, is holding the corner. So I don't know whether they're checking whether that might have hit Willy Bolly's arm for Wolves. Let's have a look. Oh, no, it'd be Connor Cody first. Let's have a look at that. Sky are going to need a different camera angle for that. No, nothing doing. All from the corner. They've won the first contact again, Matty, but easy one for Jose Sarr. And just the 2 goals again, Wolves and Pedro Neto. And Chelsea and Kai Havertz are our only goal scorers so far here on Premier League final day. Hasn't done a great deal to the table, which we very seldom see all in red with every team playing. This, in fact, will be the only time you'll ever see that, like that final day where the laws say that everybody has to play at the same time. So Watford are behind. Their goal difference is, though, still fairly well superior to Norwich's, even though they're level on points now. Although, if Norwich could take the lead against Spurs, they would, of course, move above. Watford up at the top of the table. The gap is going to be 2 points if everything finishes as it is. It's still 0-0. I've got 13 minutes up on my iPad there, but that will be behind because that's going through an app rather than a TV signal. Liverpool on the attack. They've been fairly dominant since going behind. Wolves basically scoring with their only attack so far, but the Wolves come out. Give it straight back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and it's just going to be attack versus defence, this Liverpool versus Wolves game now. I think Norwich will struggle next season without an overhaul and money being spent. Yeah, they've got to get that right, haven't they? But I think they probably will get that right, I would suggest. If you're going to have a bad injury, yeah, I mean, you never want a bad injury, but I suppose there is time to recover. Yeah, fair point. We hope Joe Linton has not broken his ankle, of course, though. And we do have a goal at Norwich. Any thoughts on Forest going up, or will it be the Hunchbacks? I'm not sure whether that's entirely complimentary. I don't know about that nickname. Norwich are behind now to Spurs. So they were not level on points with Watford for long, Norwich. And will that be Heung-min Son? If it is, he'll be level with Mo Salah in the Golden Boot. Spurs do have one other extremely good striker who may well have scored that goal. We will find out imminently. It's Norwich 0, Spurs 1. And Spurs, that pretty much shuts down the top 4 race, doesn't it? It was a slim pickings or a slim chance, really, for Arsenal to catch up regardless. Let's have a look here. It looks like Kulusevski is probably the goal scorer. Sofa scorer is on the go slow today. We will confirm that goal scorer imminently. I'm sure someone in the chat will tell us. There we go. Kulusevski. Is that an insult or auto? Yeah, maybe it's auto-correct. No, like a lot of people, I'd make Forest favourites probably for that playoff final, but do not underestimate Huddersfield. I've done that many times this season. They are a very durable team and a very good tournament team as well in terms of their defence and their set play capacity. Forest probably got a bit more star power, I would say, but that hasn't stopped Huddersfield many, many times this season. Let's just get that live league table up. And sorry, Norwich, you have to scroll up to see you all the way at the bottom there. So Norwich behind now, Watford behind as well, that bottom 2. The top 2 in the Championship last season doesn't bode well for Fulham, Bournemouth, and either Huddersfield or Forest. Oh, Mahrez tiptoeing his way in. Oh, goodness me. Man City look like they're piling the pressure on. Chance for Wolves. Dendoncker there. I need to see the replay of that. I was one eye elsewhere there. Let's have a look. Oh, God, they've got in behind that high Liverpool line. Neto crosses it. Oh, he should score. Goodness me. Dendoncker near post. Yes, there's a covering challenge, but it's a side foot from about 8 yards there. Huge chance. Certainly agree with that. Oh, hello. Penalty for Newcastle. We are hearing as well. Oh, that could be cat amongst pigeons if Burnley do go behind. That means Leeds will be surviving if Newcastle do indeed have and score this penalty. We will find out imminently. I wonder whether... was Chris Wood starting? They're VAR checking it. We are going to see the Spurs goal. And very, very unselfish work there by Bentancur. Knocks it. He could have stuck that in the goal himself. Knocked it across to Kulusevski for the tap in. Ooh, so it is going to be a penalty. We're hearing at Burnley, and Leeds are in as well. And Leeds have taken the lead, and we've got a penalty at Burnley at the same time. Oh, goodness me. It's all kicking off now. Joe Gelhardt has just scored for Leeds United at Brentford. It is Brentford 0, Leeds 1. And this could all be swinging decisively in Leeds' favour if this penalty is occurring at Burnley as well. Gelhardt with a great finish for Leeds. Little clip inside. Oh, is it? No, I think he's going to be offside. I think Gelhardt's going to be offside. I think this is going to get disallowed, this Leeds goal here. Yeah, this is going to get chalked off. He's definitely, his shoulder is going to be off, I think. His foot might be as well. It's very, very tight. I think this one's going to get chalked off, is my first thought. Newcastle have scored. Burnley 0, Newcastle 1. I don't think this Leeds goal is going to stand. Let me try and get my line there. No, he's off. Yeah, he is offside. It was a great finish by Gelhardt. But yeah, first look at that. That is going to get disallowed, that goal. And we're going to go back to 0-0. But still, from the Leeds point of view, Newcastle have taken the lead at Burnley. It could have been better, but it could be a hell of a lot worse from a Leeds point of view. Burnley 0, Newcastle 1. Let's get straight over to that league table. Gelhardt was just leading. It's a fair call. He was just leading offside there. But have a look. Leeds are currently bettering Burnley's result. So as things stand, Leeds will be staying up. They're getting a big favour from Newcastle, but they've got to keep Brentford out. They've just had the ball in the net, Leeds. It's a great finish by Joe Gelhardt, but he was just leaning offside past Mads Sørensen and the former Leeds player Pontus Jansson. So we have got a switcheroonie now. There is one, and that switch is that Leeds have swapped places. We're just seeing the penalty here stroked home. Nice and easy for Newcastle by Callum Wilson, I believe. As a substitution it's absolutely all going on now. You love the chaos, don't you? Substitution at Liverpool as well. Wolves, and I looked the other way just to see that Callum Wilson penalty again. So at the moment, Leeds are surviving. They're on 36 points. Burnley are behind. Remember, if Brentford were to score, Leeds would go back into the bottom 3. And if Burnley were to score, Leeds would go back into the bottom 3. So it is still 1 goal away from changing. Could have been even better for Leeds. Gelhardt had that ball in the back of the net. But at pretty much exactly the same time, you guys were all following and telling me about that VAR check going on. And it could have been a double whammy for Burnley there if the Leeds goal had just been onside, excuse me. Brentford on the attack with Visa. He's just shouldered out of it there by Liam Cooper, in fact. Tony, I don't like VAR, even though we benefited. Well, the rules are the rules. He was offside. What is happening in Manchester? Quite very, very little at the moment, Chris, by the sounds of it. Brentford will beat Leeds, says David. And it was Neto that went off. So the happenings at the moment. Spurs are leading at Norwich, so they're looking like they're taking 4th place. It is Arsenal 0. Everton 0. It's Brentford 0, Leeds 0. Leeds were about that close to taking the lead. Great finish by Joe Gelhardt, but he was just leaning offside. And Liverpool have got the equaliser. Sadio Mane has just scored for Liverpool on the main screen. So we are back at it again, as you were at the start of the game, with everything level. And the gap will go down to 1 point. If Liverpool now take the lead, they would go above Manchester City. And I'm sure those City fans are just going to find out, oh, hello, is this one going to be offside as well? We'll have a look. That one looked tight. Let's have a look. Is his back foot offside there, Mane? Bolly was appealing. They're going to have to check this one closely, I think, this possible Liverpool goal. Mane sticks it in the net. Klopp celebrates. Curtis Jones and James Milner behind him celebrate. I want to see the look along the line there. No, the goal stands. He is definitely onside, and it is 1-1. Timed it perfectly there, Mane, and strolled through. And here come Liverpool again, who are banging down the door. And remember, the pressure just goes on Manchester City if they can take the lead, as Phil Foden in the Manchester City game sticks that one past the post. Kevin De Bruyne sliding him in there. Manchester City have got a corner. I assume the City fans are now finding out about the goal that Liverpool have scored. And Liverpool are attacking. They'll surely want at least to get ahead at some point and put that pressure on Manchester City. Foden on the right foot there just dragged it past the post. Just seeing the replay of that one. So we're 25 minutes in. And the big movers at the moment are Leeds United. Leeds are staying up as things stand. Not courtesy of anything they've done. They're holding Brentford 0-0, but Callum Wilson has put the cat amongst the pigeons at Burnley and scored a penalty for Newcastle. So Burnley are behind. The title race is down to a point now again with that Liverpool equaliser. Pedro Neto had given Wolves the lead. Sadio Mane has equalised. That's about the size of it. Let's try and get some of your comments going in. Tiago, that is filthy stuff. What's going on at Arsenal then? Tom, we have a penalty, do we? I have not seen that penalty be scored, if indeed there has been one. 75% possession over the last 10 minutes, says Sky TV. If Arsenal did have a penalty, they didn't score it. Chris, no wine today. What I'm going to do, Chris, is Shaylee has gone over to our friends, Abby and Simon, over the other side of the village. And Simon is on the barbecue as we speak. So once this is all done, Chris, I'm going to hightail it over there. Oh, Diaz was on the far post there. Bolly with the cutout. I'm going to hightail it over there. And I will have a couple of glasses of wine. Apparently not taken. Thank you, Tom. In fact, I think it's just been taken, Tom. And it's Arsenal 1, Everton 0. Don't know who would have taken that. Odegaard? Possibly. No, Saka, wouldn't it? Probably. Robertson crosses into the back post, headed down by Mane. It's going to come out to Trent, who uncharacteristically scuffed that one. Henderson pops it back post. Robertson arriving. Oh, I think he was trying to put that across the goal. Puts it over the bar. And Liverpool just absolutely dominant in this game against Wolves, but is still level because of that NATO goal. Just check the live league table. As a lot of you said would happen, Spurs and Arsenal are both winning now. So look, if there was a Norwich equaliser against Spurs, then they would drop back to 69 points, but that goal difference is superior for Spurs. There you can see plus 24 to Arsenal's, plus 25 to Arsenal's plus 10. So really the only scenario for Arsenal in the Champions League. Well, here comes Visa. Visa with the reverse ball looking for Henry, who has fouled. I think that was Junior Firpo, was it, on the cover? Yes, in the Brentford versus Leeds game. How am I doing, guys? 3 screens at once, 10 matches. I think we're just about keeping up. Martinelli, says Tom. Thank you very much, Lee. In comes the cross for Wolves, who have countered fairly well. Do I think Everton may get a points deduction for next season? No, I don't actually. I don't know why I think that, but I just I think once they're out of Premier League. Oh, no. Sorry. Yeah, no, they're in Premier League jurisdiction. I don't know, possibly. God, I was thinking they were coming down to the Championship then, and I was sort of adding up with the jurisdiction come across, but of course they're not. Not sure. I have to say, it'd be good to see the Premier League clamp down a bit on FFP. We've seen a few deductions in the Championship, and the Premier League, really need to start actually pushing for that. I did ×2 for Aston Villa and multi-goal. I want multi-goal by the signs of it, KCT. How can someone organise a barbecue on Premier League? Oh, they're not football fans, Fulham 58. They don't care. To be fair, the sun's out and it's a lovely day, so I don't blame them. But yes, of course, I will not be in attendance until 5 o'clock. Robertson crosses into the back post looking for Mane. Bolly totally didn't need to play that ball. Did he? Sorry, excuse me, it wasn't Bolly on the back post. Sean. Only positive thing going down is more coverage for it. Well, that's very kind, Sean, but you don't want to go down. Corner taken short there. Here comes another big Wolves counter-attack. Chan couldn't quite get away down the left-hand side. Bromley Wrexham. What is going on there then? 0-0, Bromley and Wrexham. I totally agree with that. Good that the people who don't care can feed the people who do. Amen. Amen to that, Tom. Arsenal 2, Everton 0. So yeah, it's a long way back with a 15-goal swing, but they are closing the gap, Arsenal, but they need several more goals and several goals from Norwich. I think Arsenal look destined to finish 5th with Spurs leading at Carrow Road. Brentford 0, Leeds 0. Tense there. It's Burnley 0, Newcastle 1. As things stand, Man City are the champions. Here's Thiago into the box. Hits the shot blocked in. Thiago again. Robertson so high. Robertson, just overruns it. Thiago into the box. Thiago hits the shot low. And anything Arsenal can do, Spurs can do too. Norwich 0, Spurs 2. So Spurs have matched Arsenal's score. And now with that being a 2-goal lead, can we just tick that one off now? Spurs are pretty much guaranteed to finish 4th. We need now 3 goals from Norwich, essentially. And Norwich, I don't think are going to do that, are they? So here come Man City, though. Gabriel Jesus into the box, gets it out of his feet. Well blocked by, I think, Tyrone Mings there. Liverpool on the attack. Jota crosses in, headed away by Connor Cody. From one game to the next, to the next, to the next, in a big circle. It's all good fun, isn't it? Keep those comments coming in. Nketiah, thank you. And Kane, possibly the main strikers there. Does Nketiah count as Arsenal's main striker in the absence of Aubameyang, who's now at Barcelona, and Lacazette? Is he hurt or is he out of favour? Or both? Oh, Alisson, great bit of sweeper keeper play there. Liverpool just lead that incredibly high line, don't they? Referee Oliver is having a word with Tyrone Mings about something. I assume the amount of time Robin Olsen's taking for goal kicks if Mings is the captain. There. How done a great job for the Mags, as much as that hurts. As a son of Fergie. Well, congratulations for yesterday, Fergie. I'm sure you were there too. I was indeed. Pretty controlled performance from Sunderland. Wickham weren't really in it, were they? As soon as that first goal went in, the game was pretty much done from my vantage point. And we welcome Sunderland back to the Championship. Look, there he is. It's Bits. He's got his Yorkshire hat on today as Bits. Presumably wanting Leeds to stay up. Heartbreaking that next player scored against us, right? Firpo knocks that inside in the Brentford Leeds game. Cleared up to halfway. Big Jansen heads that clear. Actually, Brentford attack will stick with this one. Visa knocks it into Mbuemo. If he got a better angle on that, Tony was arriving on the far stick. There is the master, Harry Kane, just forcing that one over the line at Carrow Road, where, as James pointed out, he was once on loan. The Battle of the Roses. Yes, indeed. Mark, yes, I will be at the Championship playoff final. Very, very much looking forward in a row now. There were fans in last year. Yeah, I was still very much not leaving the house at that point. But I have been at many of the recent playoff finals. I've seen Sunderland lose and I've seen Sunderland win now. I saw them lose to Cheltenham and lose to Cheltenham and beat, let me get my head around this, Wickham yesterday. I also saw Rotherham beat Shrewsbury back in 2018 in the Championship. I saw Villa beat Derby and Fulham beat Villa going back to 2018. And then that silly blooming virus happened, didn't it? So I will be very, very much looking forward to it. Wolves clear their lines. They've got a 2v2 or a 1v1 pretty much every time they do. Liverpool are just like the most attacking team at home you could imagine. Everton partying after not going down. Everton on the beach, having a lovely old time, aren't they? Trent puts that in, and easy gather by Sarr. Fulham Villa, one of my favourite experiences as a supporter. Yes, Tom Kearney scored. I was in the Fulham end that day, actually, enjoying the game there. Villa made things right. 1 year later, they won the next final against Derby. Who scored? El Ghazi and McGinn, possibly? I can't remember. Bits happy to see Sunderland back in the Championship. They are very welcome, and we wish them good luck. Brentford incredibly close. Van der Beek coming on for Everton. And I believe... Oh, hello. Manchester City 0. Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa have taken the lead. I have not yet seen the goal. What is going on? The Liverpool players now know. I've got Liverpool in real time. I'm about 30 seconds behind here. And as I understand, I'm about to see Aston Villa take the lead. Matt Target crosses in. Matt Cash from right back blasts the header in. What is going on? It is Manchester. The Liverpool fans are going crazy here. As things stand, they are level on points. They are 5 behind on the goal difference. They still need to score. But essentially, if Liverpool can get in front, then Manchester City need to score too. Sadio Mane heads it goalwards. Matty Cash, the former Nottingham Forest fullback. Who else did Matt Cash Who did Matt Cash play for before Forest? I can't remember. It was one of the Bristol clubs. I can't quite remember, indeed. Could be wrong about that. But the biggest goal of the day, we think, has possibly been scored. Man City 0, Aston Villa 1. But here come Wolves. Wolves are clean through. Oh, and it should have been 2-1 to Wolves. A great save by Alisson. And the Liverpool players are clearly losing their focus with all this madness going on. I've seen this before. You wouldn't think players of that quality would be affected, but when there's craziness going off in the stadium and the crowd are rattling about this, that, and the other, we've seen the Cash goal, which is very similar to one of the QPR goals in that great Aguero game. Stevie Gerrard celebrates the goal. Oh, Pep Guardiola. He looks away, takes a sip of his water. You know he won't change anything. It'll be exactly the same strategy from Pep. Who scored a diving header for QPR? Was it Mackie in that famous Aguero goal? Yeah, Prim, sorry. That Palace goal got a bit swallowed up by the incredible news that Villa had scored. But yes, Prim is right. It is Palace 1, Man United 0. There is still a chance West Ham finish above Manchester United. It's all going on here. Goodness me. Sorry, Andrew, I'm going to read that Fulham comment in a minute. It got swallowed up here. Wolves have got a corner. Liverpool know if they score, they will go into first place here. This is unbelievable. Although Wolves are doing a fair job of putting the fear of God up Liverpool. Although Liverpool are on the counter here. And it looks like they're about 4v4. Brighton 0, West Ham 1, which would put them above Manchester United. Sorry, guys, your comments are all getting ignored. I will read some in just a minute. So West Ham now lead as well. So we're going to have a switch there between, it would be 6th and 7th, won't we? As the Man City fans look on. And Pep Guardiola, pensively looks on. We have the cat amongst the pigeons goal with Aston Villa leading at Manchester City, which is incredible. I know Man City fans aren't going to want to hear this, but that's what the afternoon needed. a Villa to take the lead. And can they get to half-time? Aston Villa. Always great drama here. Absolutely. It's all kicking off. Typical. I'm going to answer it, Andrew, I promise. Biggest goal of the day happens right when I have a question. Wish we hadn't lost Neto. He was running them ragged. Well, there's still that huge space in behind. Djibril Cissé, was it, with the dive-in header? Incredible. The Bloom never fails to bring it. So it's not me, it's the players. Give them the credit. Andrew, there we go. Last goal for Zaha in a Palace shirt. Zaha, the goal scorer for Palace. He's been an incredible servant for them on 2 occasions, hasn't he? Thoughts on the Solomon to Fulham deal falling through? Keep up the good work. Nice to hear from someone else that Mitro isn't a flop. He's not a flop, for goodness sakes. Yeah, I was speaking to somebody yesterday as well. I don't know if I should say this, about the possibility of... no, I won't say it. But yeah, we are feeling that the Solomon deal might be going the way of the pair there. It looked like that one was all in the boots. All in the books. For Fulham. Oh, thank you, Tom. So Cash was a Wickham youth player on loan at Dagenham. Well, at Forest. There you go. So a Forest product. Well and truly there, Matt Cash. I remember he was a winger, wasn't he? And it was Sabri Lamucci played him at fullback, where he's become a Premier League player. I don't break anyone's confidence, Mike. There we go. He appreciates it. Ask Mike. It's difficult when you get... Because then if you break people's confidence, they stop telling you stuff, don't they? So we won't do that. Where is Zaha going? Who knows? West Ham goal, Man United lose. Right, yeah, let's get in on the table there. Michael Antonio is the goal scorer for West Ham down at Brighton. So look at that. Manchester United would be down in 7th this season. It's been shockingly poor for them. And of course, we do judge Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, by very high standards. I know a lot of us would love it if our club was 7th in the Premier League. Me, most definitely. So if we want a switch at the top of the table, we need that Liverpool goal. Can they get it before half time? Matty Cash is never a right back. Famous last words. Who said that? Was it Mr. Dorr? I think you're right, Charlotte. Dennis to West Ham. Avoid bad. I like Dennis, David. Tell me more about that. He's certainly got good numbers for Watford, but I'm not going to argue with Dave about Watford. He knows way more about Watford than I do. But from the outside... Ollie Watkins, too many touches. He was in. Oh, yes, I'm watching it now, Stephen. Yeah, that one big touch. He's right, Stephen. One big touch there with his right foot. The camera is trained on John Ruddy, the Wolves' substitute goalkeeper. So I assume, yeah, Anya confirms it, that Jose Sarr has a problem. Can I juggle as well? No. I could, Stu, if I could juggle, I could do it with these empty water bottles here. It was like 16 bottles of water for £3.50 in the BP the other day. So I just went all in on the water. There we go. That was the ITK bit of news. Mike himself is going to be the new Fulham number 10. DM him. I'm not getting in trouble. Here come Man City, though. Oh, De Bruyne crosses it in on the near post. It's blocked. And this is how Villa will quite like this now. If they're making the blocks and City are getting frustrated and committing more and more forward, and then can you get Buendia or Coutinho or Watkins in for a second? There you go. Tom's taken Matt Cash out of his FPL team on the wrong week, hasn't he? Got a goal and a clean sheet at the moment. And some star man points, no doubt. Dennis, following the Watford striker pattern, great first half of the season, then no goals in the second half of the season. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Well, the cat is amongst the pigeons, I have to say, at half-time. Specifically, if Aston Villa can last another minute and keep a clean sheet, we'll get a really, really fiery second half. Congratulations to Stockport, York, Scarborough and Buxton for all getting promotions from the end of it. Well said. Off my radar a little bit. I'm not going to read out your name. EBRS. He will get found out, says David. Could be big money, though. What did Watford spend on Dennis? Could turn a nice, tidy profit within a year, couldn't they? So 4 minutes of stoppage time at Liverpool, 2 minutes of stoppage time at Leeds, and 4 at Manchester City as we try and keep up with everything going on here. I suspect, and we'll poll you guys in the chat, we'll have to switch over to the Manchester City game in real time as things progress. If indeed, especially if Liverpool were to take the lead, then we're really down to business then if Liverpool can take the lead. Although Wolves have got a big threat on the counter here today, haven't they? Wolves should bring on Chiquinho for the second half. He will scare them witless. Lightning quick, good crosser of the ball. Otis, who's winning the playoffs? We will get into that next week. I am sure we'll get into our playoff build-up. Already, though, I have done a combined 11. A little bit of fun there, if you can cope. Go and get involved in that on the channel. You need to give me 6 Forest and 6 Huddersfield, so 11 players and a manager. I need a completely even split. None of this 8 players from one team and 4 from the other. That doesn't work for me. Anyone can do that. Arsenal 2, Everton 1. Right, I'm seeing an ad break on the screen over here. So I'm assuming in that instance that it is half-time. Brentford 0, Leeds 0. It's good for Leeds. They're surviving as things stand because of what Burnley are doing, and they could have been even better. They did have a goal. Not goal. They had the ball in the net, and it was disallowed from Joe Gelhardt. We must be super, super close to half-time at the Etihad. Lucas Dean with a bit of a unorthodox clearance there for sure. And I'm sure we're going to get all sorts of stats and numbers telling me Manchester City have had 101% possession here and 500 shots. But it is Man City 0, Villa 1 as things stand. Headed goalwards there by Laporte. And easily swept up by Robin Olsen. Not Emi Martinez in the Villa goal as well. Robin Olsen is keeping a clean sheet at the moment. And Sky have just answered my question there. 10 shots to 3, 1 on target apiece. And we all know what Villa did with their 1 effort on target. They stuck it in the back of the net, which if you're a neutral, has made things very interesting. If you're a Liverpool fan, made things very exciting. If you're a Man City fan, would probably make you swear, let's just say. Turned over for Liverpool. We're well over the 4 minutes of stoppage time, but they're going to have one last attack here. Diaz down the left-hand side. Can they take the lead before half-time? No, they're not going to. Surely referee Taylor is going to bring this to a close. He's now played 5 minutes of stoppage time when there was only a minimum of 4. Right, it is half-time. Pep Guardiola moves very swiftly down the tunnel. I'm sure you've all seen the Amazon. Right, nobody talk, nobody effing speak from Pep. We might get one of those. Jurgen Klopp sprints as well down the tunnel. The camera is trained on Sadio Mane and Robin Olsen. Are they going to be the most 2 important players today? It is half-time And I have to say, we wanted an interesting afternoon. And by God, that Matcat goal for Aston Villa has made things very, very, very interesting. Let's rattle through the scores nice and quickly. I know you're probably only interested in the table, but we'll do the scores first, and you can all get your comments. And it's Burnley 0, Newcastle 1, a goal that would relegate Burnley and guarantee survival for Leeds. We have a lot of friends that support Leeds here on the channel, so they're going to be very happy with that outcome at the moment. Remember, though, from a Leeds point of view, if Burnley score, Leeds go down, Burnley stay up. And if Brentford score, Leeds go down, Burnley stay up. If Leeds score the next goal out of those 4 teams, Burnley, Newcastle, Brentford, Leeds, then things are looking really, really good for Leeds. You need things to start swinging wildly, which could happen. You never know on final day. Brighton 0, West Ham 1. It's going to put West Ham above Man United. Leicester 0, Saints 0. Norwich 0, Spurs 2, which pretty much guarantees Spurs are going to be in 4th position and take the last Champions League spot. Arsenal 2, Everton 1. Arsenal are doing their part, but they're not getting the favour that they needed from Norwich City. Chelsea 1, Watford 0. Chelsea going to finish 3rd. Watford are going to get relegated. It doesn't really matter, does it? Man City 0, Aston Villa 1. I'm sure a lot of people would have been hoping for that type of chaos at halftime, and we've got it. Palace 1, Manchester United 0. Liverpool 1, Wolves 1. And all of that means that we are level on points at the top of the Premier League table. Oh, wow. Right. I think we all need to pray silence for my missus. You know I'm going to a barbecue. Can you see that on Snapchat? Let's get that up there. Got you some Peroni in case the shop shuts. Can we all have a round of applause for Shaylee, my missus? That is the most outstanding Snapchat. I thought it was just going to be another cute picture of Enid. But Shaylee is an icon. What a legend. Right, let's have a look at this table then. I've got a Peroni on ice, everybody, for when this is done. And when this is done, will Liverpool be the champions or will it be Manchester City? At the moment, it's 90 points apiece. The goal difference does work better in Manchester City's favour. You can see, the goals these guys score are insane. But it's 71, plus 71 for Manchester City. And it is plus 66 for Liverpool. But, for those of you who are here for the chaos, and I have no dog in the fight, I support Ipswich. My team is nowhere near the Premier League. So I'm just here for the chaos. I want a Liverpool goal on minute 46, and then SHIT is about to go down then, isn't it, for sure. Pep Guardiola is going to want a bang-bang, 2 goals from Manchester City, and all is done at the start of the second half. Look at 4th and 5th. Spurs and Arsenal are both winning, which restores or maintains, whatever word you want to use. Restores is not the correct word, but you know what I mean. Maintains the 2-point gap there. Look at Manchester United. I know we judge them harshly, but come on, they're Manchester United. They're going to be 7th as things stand. They're losing to Palace, and West Ham are beating Brighton, which is the imperfect storm for Manchester United. And look down at the bottom. Leeds are on 36 points with a vastly inferior goal difference to Burnley, who are on 35. Leeds fans are going to want another goal from Newcastle, aren't they? And a goal for themselves. Remember, that can all swing. Leeds and Burnley can swing massively on one goal. If Burnley score, swap places. If Brentford score, swap places. That can move very quickly and on one goal in either of the games where we are right now, with it being 1-0 and 0-0. It is beautifully poised. Keep your comments coming. I must check in with our sponsors over at Betfair. I'm going to be fascinated to see what they've got on the outright. So I didn't say it earlier. I'm supposed to do all my warnings, aren't I? So I apologise for that. BeGambleAware.org. 18 plus only bet what you can afford. Please gamble responsibly. It goes without saying. You guys know the deal with gambling. Do it sensibly or do not do it at all. Can I get the outrights here? I think I can. And it's coming a little bit. The market didn't have a hope really for Liverpool, but they're now 7-5. Big value on Man City, 2-1 on. I think a few people will take that at half-time and assume that Manchester City will bang in 2 or 3 goals in the second half. But you tell me what you think. Top 4 is they're probably not taking bets on it anymore. Yeah, 150-1 for Arsenal. They're not taking bets on Spurs. Relegation. Look at that. Whoa. We're not sure at all there. Neither side are odds against there. Look at that. Leeds are 4-5 to go down. Burnley are 5-6 to go down. That is all still up for grabs now, in the words of the great Brian Moore. Right. Let's do a quick like spike and then we'll go to all of your comments. Thank you, everybody. Great support here today on the stream on Premier League final day. But you can support go one better and hit the like button. Give us a like spike now. We've got 120 likes. See if you can get us closer to 150. It's all a bit of fun with the like spikes, but it does really help me out trying to grow the channel. We're working towards trying to make it my sort of part-time job next season. We're getting close now, but I need your support and I need you to hit that like button. Right, let's get into your comments and see what you guys are thinking. Where are we at? Right. Let's start here with Anir. A message to Southampton v Leicester. We don't care. Bless them. Yeah, don't think anyone's really paying attention to that game, are they? Stu had planned on watching this on multi-screens, but this is much more relaxing. You let me go through all the stress, Stu. We'll poll you guys in the chat as to where you want the screens fixed in the second half. Let me see if this silly remote control app, which has given me absolute grief, will actually work. I bet it won't. I'll connect. Look, it's doing the spinning wheel of doom. And there's no way I can fix that. So we're going to pretty much be certain to have one. Can I do red button on? Can you do red button on an iPad? Anyone know? Can you do that just by touching the screen? I don't know how to do that, but there we go. All happening at the top and the bottom. Everton got one back. Van der Beek. Yes, they did indeed. Leeds have had a dreadful season with injuries. Well, I wouldn't say most of their first team, but certainly Phillips and Bamford. Very, very key. Who do you think makes your championship manager of the league? Look, probably the winner of the playoff final, whoever wins that game. I think Marco Silva did a great job at Fulham. He had one job to do and he did it beautifully. Nathan Jones at Luton, very, very good as well. Critchley at Blackpool, not quite. Robbins at Coventry as well. All very good in terms of those managers in the championship. Manchester City still odds on. Well, you wouldn't be surprised, Bits, if we were sat here at about 5:15. Oh, did I say 5 o'clock? I should have said 6 o'clock, didn't I? Oh, I'm going to be in trouble. I said the wrong time, didn't I? I'm just processing that I would be done by 5. It's 4 o'clock kickoffs, not 3 o'clock. Woof. I should probably send a grovelling message right now. Let's do that. I just assumed I'd be done at 5. Let's send that. There we go. And hope that gets me out of the doghouse. Great finish for a neutral. Waiting for another Aguero moment. We might get one. Manchester City fans might get another Aguero moment. A last-minute title win. 10-0-1 for Man City in the second half. I suspect would laugh if City lost and Liverpool didn't manage to get a winner. That would be, not the one for Liverpool. But they will go all-out attack. There you go. Might not be Aguero. It might be a Salah winner. We bow down to Shaley. Absolutely. Hairdryer at Manchester City. I suspect it will be the hairdryer going on there. Let's keep the comments coming in. Craig, nervous as hell We're staying up at present, but one goal could change. One goal in either game as well, Craig. I assume he's talking about Leeds United there. They are staying up. If nothing changes, Leeds stay up. They survive the Premier League. Then they need to get themselves organised, don't they, ahead of next season. However, a goal for Brentford or a goal for Burnley will change everything. What else have we got here? Do it for Yorkshire, says Mr. LJ in very, very, that feels like Braveheart, where you're kind of yelling it out, doesn't it? What else have we got in the chat? Manchester United blood, says Taki Hero. Brighton losing and Palace winning. Perfect storm. You absolutely love to see it. Right, sorry, let me just grovel to Shaley just now. 4 p.m. kickoffs. Right. Can Leeds keep 11 on the pitch? Well, yeah, they haven't managed to do that in 2 of their recent games, have they? Tony, I was feeling really nervous before half-time and then remembered Brentford are safe. Yeah. Acom, Tony, followed you back in the Championship. It's nice to see you in the Premier League. I hope you come up and we don't go down. Absolutely. Groveling Ben to the rescue. Well, yeah, we'll see. Your dinner will be in the dog at 5:30. I suspect that may or may not be the case. Big up to Forest on raising 11 grand for a charity of Billy Sharp's choice following the idiot incident last week. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? I mean, Forest can't necessarily be held completely responsible for one fan's actions, although there is a link. But hey, a gesture is a gesture, and you know, it is what it is. But yeah, we won't go into that too heavily. But not really enjoying seeing people running on the pitch and goading players and opposition fans, let alone, you know, touching them. That's not really on, is it? But I think we all know that, don't we? And as with most things in life, we probably all went through this at primary school, didn't we? It was always 1 or 2 people ruin it for the rest of the class, wasn't it? But there you go. Brian was worried about Spurs going to Carrow Road. Thought they may raise their game, but we should be okay. Want a third to cement it. I think you're going to be all right, Brian. I think 2-0 at halftime with Mr. Son and Mr. Kane on the pitch should be all it takes. Just seeing that Matt Cash goal at the moment, which is possibly going to be the key goal if Manchester City cannot get back into this in the second half. You would imagine an absolute deluge of Man City attacks are on the way for sure, aren't they? Do you think the mighty Forest will do the impossible? I don't think it's impossible that Forest are going to get to the Premier League. They've got a one-off game to get there. So I'll take out the do the impossible. But yeah, it's entirely possible that Forest will be promoted. We will talk about that a lot next week. Apparently, they're pushing Leeds v Brentford back 5 minutes to line up with Burnley. Are they really? Wow. To make sure everyone finishes at the same time. I suppose it's sensible, isn't it? I wonder if they're doing that with Liverpool and Man City as well. Leicester 1, Southampton 0. Leicester have taken the lead. Just seeing referee Oliver there, presumably talking to he's talking to Kevin De Bruyne, and I assume he's telling him that we've got to kick off the games at the same time, which I think is a sensible move. I'm sure we'll have all of the conspiracy nuts if they don't kick off at the same time. Whichever way the outcome, they'll retrofit their conspiracy to fit whatever has indeed happened. So if it quietens that type of opinion down, then I'm all for it. Put it that way. Zinchenko on for Manchester City. Fernandinho off. Milner on for Liverpool. Thiago off. Looks like Leeds are about to kick off. John Ruddy is on for Wolves as well. How old is John Ruddy? Someone will let me know in the chat. He's come on for Jose Sarr. Where is that in the rule book? I would not have a clue, Uncle Moore. If anyone wants to get on the Premier League rule book about matches finishing in the same time, then feel free. I'll express my opinion on what's happening and nothing more. Ruddy is 52. There we go, Bits. We'll leave it at that. We'll put the sensible answer on the screen there. He's been around forever, hasn't he? John Ruddy. He was in the England squad at one point, possibly. Well, we've kicked off at Anfield, and I'm guessing we're 30 seconds behind. We're going to get a yellow card at Anfield, surely, for that one. Naughty one from Matty there, the old tactical foul. We've kicked off at Brentford as well. Oh, and it's going to be a chance early in the second half for Brentford. It's straight at Meslier, and it was Brian Mbeumo in the position he's literally putting the team to be in, coming in off the right on that left foot, hits the shot early, just puts it straight at the keeper. Chance, though, there early in the second half for Brentford. Remember, if Brentford score, Leeds and Burnley swap places. If Burnley score, Leeds and Burnley swap places as well. It's just one goal that would switch those relegation places. Oh, shove in the back there on one of the Wolves lads. Referee Taylor waves it away. It's Brighton 1, West Ham 1. We've got an equaliser for Brighton. A few of you are telling me about that Leicester goal as well. I think we've got that up on the ticker. If we haven't, yeah, we've got that up on the ticker. So we're all caught up there. Who did I just have scoring? Brighton, wasn't it? Brighton 1, West Ham 1. Andrea Radrizzani has just been... Can you imagine being one of these owners knowing the financial chasm that awaits in terms of income, just literally switching between the Premier League and the Championship? Absurd, the cliff edges in English football, aren't they? There is 43 minutes of the Premier League season to go. Veltman apparently is the goal scorer there for Brighton. Thank you. Man City game is 50 seconds ahead of Liverpool. That'll be enough for the conspiracy nuts to concoct something, won't it? As Wolves, who look fairly comfortable, actually, just knocking the ball. They've started fairly well in this half from what I have seen. Looking to find that ball in behind, but Henderson is on it now. Will we get a goal in one of the big games now? I'm disregarding Spurs and Arsenal. That's all done with Spurs 2-0 up at Norwich, I think. A chance there for Kevin De Bruyne, who's the guy you'd want on a half volley with the ball bouncing up at him. But he sticks that one over the crossbar, does De Bruyne. Pep is trying to get the supporters going in the Etihad. Where's the goal coming? Will it be at Anfield? Will it be at Etihad? Will it be at Turf Moor? Or will it be at the Brentford Stadium? Here's Mane for Liverpool. Bends that one into the back post. Headed half clear. And the job is completed. Henderson's got it again. Props it back into Jota. Continues his run. Jota tries the back heel and then has his effort blocked. We'll stay trained a little bit on this Liverpool game. Because frankly, if Liverpool don't score, they're not going to win the title. Mark tells me Jesus so close. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm probably just about to see that, and I'll be able to comment on that. Zinchenko down the left, works his way into the box, knocks it in, and all cleared. Maybe that's not the chance there. Oh, here come Liverpool. Mane has clipped it over and into the back of the net, and it is on. Sadio Mane taps his temple and says, keep your heads. Liverpool, the offside flag is up. Will they check that on VAR? We're about to find out. That was presumably what Mane was saying to the linesman. Let's have a look at the replay, and we'll see whether that decision is a correct one. Yes, he is clearly offside, isn't he? So it is not on for the moment. Nice finish by Mane, but yeah, he was fairly well offside there. And we'll all calm down again. I thought it was on for a second. As I say, we'll stay on this game because, frankly, the title does not change hands if Liverpool don't score. This is the game where a goal can switch things around. Liverpool have already got their desired outcome from the Manchester City game. And at the moment, neither side is winning. These two brilliant teams, neither of them are getting the job done. Just bang through the teams because we are going to be in the main focused on these this game here. Liverpool, Alisson in goal, Trent and Robertson centre backs, Konate, Matip. You can see Matip took that yellow card at the start of the half. Thiago, Henderson, Keita, Jota, Mane, Diaz. Thiago's out, isn't he? Milner came on at half-time. Trent into the box, cleared away for Wolves. Sarr has gone out and Ruddy's in. Neto also went out as well, and Chan came in. Bolly, Cody, Gomez. They're in again, Liverpool, are they? Jota, I think that hit Mane. His shot spoons away from goal. It was only about 10 yards out. I think it came off Sadio Mane. Otto, Nuri, Dendonka, Neves, Moutinho, Jimenez. As I said, Neto is out and Chan is in. He's onside there, Mane. Yeah, it definitely hits his own guy there, Jota. And very dangerous Liverpool at the moment. And yeah, if Jota had lifted that shot over Mane, here comes a Leeds good-looking attack here. Rodrigo, he's put it straight at the keeper. Chance for Leeds over at Brentford as well. It's all going on. Let's get your current scores up. They should all be ticking along. Let's work our way down at the table. Man City, 90 points. They are losing to Aston Villa. Liverpool, 90. They are drawing against Wolves 1-1. Chelsea are leading against Watford. Spurs are leading against Norwich. Arsenal are leading against Everton. Manchester United are behind at Palace. West Ham level with Brighton. Leicester are leading against Southampton. Wolves, as we said, are level with Liverpool. Brighton, we mentioned, drawing with West Ham. Newcastle are leading at Burnley, which is a key result. That result will relegate Burnley and mean Leeds survive unless Brentford get themselves a goal. Arsenal have just gone 3-1 up, by the way, against Everton. Southampton, we mentioned, are losing to Leicester. Everton, we just mentioned. And Leeds and Burnley, at the moment, Leeds will be surviving, but we are still in this very tense position. Arsenal 3, Everton 1, by the way. That one goal in either of the games, if it goes Brentford's way or Burnley's way, will swap the two relegation or relegation-threatened clubs. Oh, is that a penalty? Oh, surely we've got a penalty at Leeds. Sorry, I'm only just seeing the incident back there. Yes, surely it's a penalty. Yeah. David Raya, he won't get red carded. No denial of obvious goal scoring opportunity, but we have a penalty for Leeds. And Rafinha is lining up to take this. Survival swings heavily in Leeds' favour here if they can get this lead. They've already had a goal disallowed. It's going to be Rafinha from the spot. He's going to take it left-footed. David Raya is stalling for time. And Rafinha needs to stay calm. He can send Leeds a long way on their way to survival here. Rafinha looks focused. Here he comes. Rafinha from the spot, stutters and scores! And Leeds have taken the lead. So now Burnley are losing and Leeds are winning. He runs to the Leeds fans over at that corner of Brentford Stadium. It is Brentford 0, Leeds 1. Rafinha from the spot. And look how close Ollie Watkins has got in the Man City game as well. It's coming up rosy at the moment for Leeds. Brentford 0, Leeds 1. And Burnley are losing. It's almost a perfect storm for Leeds at the moment. The gap is 3 points. So we're now not in one goal swing mode. We now need goals in both games for that to change. So for Leeds to now go down, you would need Brentford to score, which would knock Leeds back to 36 points. You would also need a goal for Burnley, which would pop them up to 36 points. So Leeds are now, I would suggest, hot favourites to survive. They need 2 goals in different games to go against them to Leeds. Rafinha with the penalty. Leeds are surviving as things stand. I think it was Rodrigo who went through. Sorry, I'm watching about 20 screens at once here. Arsenal 4, Everton 1. Everton's players are clearly still drunk after the other night, and they are certainly concentrating on next season. They are 4-1 down over at Arsenal. We need the next 2 goals to go against. Yeah, you're right in the chat there, Connor. No, you are right. He's right. We don't need goals in both of the games to swing. He is right. Burnley need to score twice. So my point I was trying to make, but falling over, is 2 goals need to go against Leeds, either 2 for Burnley or 1 in each game. He is right to stay that. I hate that stuttering run up. It's not cheating if you don't stop. So that's what the laws say, and we will go with the laws. It does my head in a bit if the player misses. You think, why not just run up and get a good contact? Kieran might have a heart attack. It is going the way of Leeds at the moment. Both games are going in Leeds' favour. When the Leeds fans woke up this morning, they wanted to win their game and for Burnley to be defeated and everything to be nice and simple. That is what's happening. And what's happening at Anfield is that Mo Salah has come on. Quite a good sub, I suspect we would all admit. I think Connor Cody's having a concussion check with the doctor there. Here comes Salah to win the league. Possibly. Why not bring on Salah? Chris, I think you're about 30 seconds behind him there as a championship supporter. I'd rather Burnley were relegated. Leeds would just be more of the same. Well, I'm sure Burnley fans wouldn't agree with you, and I'm sure Leeds fans would. But at the moment, that's what's going to be happening. Burnley are going to be going down. Leeds are going to survive. Rafinha's penalty gives them the lead. And yes, as I was struggling to say myself, we either need that 2 goals now need to go against Leeds. We either need 1 in either game, 1 for Brentford and 1 for Burnley, or 2 for Burnley, and everything switches around. Harrison down the left-hand side for Leeds, who've now just basically got to keep a clean sheet for 30 minutes and frankly hope that there is not a big turnaround at Burnley. Remember, if both sides win, Leeds will go down. That is their doomsday scenario for sure. Doing your job, and then there was nothing you could do about it. Leeds have got a free kick down over in the left corner of the stadium. And we do have a goal at Burnley, and the Leeds fans are going to like it a lot. It's Burnley 0, Newcastle 2. We are now in 3-goal swing mode. 3 goals now need to go against Leeds for them to go down. Newcastle have done them a huge, huge favour here. Burnley 0, Newcastle 2. Harrison hits the shot, bobbles through. At the moment, Leeds are hot favourites to stay up. We said they were hot favourites. They're now hot favourites. It's Burnley 0, Newcastle 2. We are going to await the goal scorer. But now, Leeds need 3 goals to go against them. That would either be 3 goals for Burnley or 2 for Burnley and 1 for Brentford. And there's only 30 minutes of the season to go. It's coming up rosy for Leeds. As things stand, Leeds need 3 goals to go against them for them to go down. I'm going to see the goal here. St. Maximin down the left into the box. I don't know whether it's a cross or a shot. He kind of drills it across on the floor. And Callum Wilson, the former Bournemouth striker, has got his second. I think I saw another goal flash up there. I don't know. Have Spurs gone 3? Yeah, Spurs are now 3 up at Norwich. That goal doesn't mean a lot unless Heung-min Son has scored, because he's 1 goal behind in the Golden Boot race. Spurs, we think, have pretty much secured 4th spot. They are now 3-0 up. We'll await the goal scorer there. Ollie Watkins is down. 30 minutes to go. And what I will say is Liverpool still have not scored. They are not doing their part of this. If they want to win this title and this incredible quadruple, they need a goal, and they need Man City not to score twice. It must be so tense at the Etihad. You could not believe it. Matip's got it for Liverpool. We'll focus on that for the moment. It looks like Leeds have done it. It's going to take a 3-goal swing going against them now. Either 3 goals for Burnley or 2 for Burnley and 1 for Brentford. In that matchup, Burnley need the next 3 goals to go for them, else they are down to the Championship. Here's Keita for Liverpool, crosses it in. Where's the next goal going to be in the Liverpool-Man City scrap here? Goodness me. West Ham, only team messing up your coupon, David. Plenty of time yet, is all I'll say to that. There's going to be more twists and turns. I've got 62.49 at Anfield. We think my iPad's probably a little bit out at the Etihad, but we think Man City, was it Man City who kicked off 50 seconds ahead of Liverpool? Here's Henderson. Henderson knocks that one out to Konate. I'll try and keep an eye on Brentford Leeds over there. Although at the moment, that looks like it's possibly done. We now need a 3-goal swing for Burnley to survive and for Leeds to go down. The clock is ticking. Although here comes Avisa. Poor cross in. Easily swept up and cleared. Let's go to Liverpool. Trent hits the shot. Saved by Ruddy. Salah tries to pop that one to the far post with a bit of an extravagant outside of the foot chip. Have to wait now. Is the Salah coming? Who's commentating on Liverpool? Is it Martin Tyler again? If Liverpool do it in the last minute, I'll have a heart attack. I think a few people will here, won't we? Trent swinging the shot there. It's a good save by Ruddy. He's got his eyes on it. Nice and sturdy there. There's a Leeds fan on Sky Sports praying. At the moment, Leeds' prayers are coming true. And it would only be a Leeds nightmare. The next 3 goals going against them in whatever shape or form they're surviving. Otherwise, that's a good question for the chat. You guys get on that. Where do you think Sean Dyche will end up? I'm sure he'll be in a job come October, November. I think there'll be a few managers change position just before the World Cup because there's a big gap, isn't there? I think Doomsday is going to be... When is the World Cup? Like second week in November, isn't it? So I think Doomsday for managers this 2022, this autumn, is going to be last week of October, first week of November. You know we're going to see a few changes then. You want to see a picture of Enid? She's covered in chocolate croissant, apparently. Living her best life. Salah knocks that one inside. Keita went into the box. Mane was there as well. Brian Buemo is trying to hype up the Brentford fans over there. Jurgen Klopp is going apoplectic, as he seems to do quite a lot. Dice to Oakwell. Would he go that low? Dice to West Brom. Yeah, I don't mind that shout for sure. I have year 11 mocks during the World Cup. Dreadful timing. I won't give away my age, Annie, but I had my GCSE exams during a World Cup as well. Absolutely tremendous times. It's only a 2-goal swing needed. Brentford win and Leeds are down. Yeah, that is a fair point, actually, Ian, isn't it? Is that maths right? Yeah, if both are... No, he's right. Ian's right. Sorry, it's a 2-goal swing. I'm not very good at maths today, am I? But thank you, was it Connor and Ian, for politely correcting me. Normally you get a little bit more impolite there. So thank you, Ian. Dice to Ipswich. We don't need a manager, do we? We're very happy with our Kieran McKenna over at Ipswich. Norwich 0, Spurs 4. As Brentford are tossing a long throw. And yeah, that is a fair point. 2 goals for Brentford would, of course, relegate Leeds. Rooney to sign a new 3-year deal. Be very interested to know how his numbers changed or change, possibly. Goal Spurs. Oh, dear. Yeah. 4-0 to Norwich. Did Heung-min Son get any of those yet? Into the box come Wolves. Liverpool are going to get it clear. Spurs are 4-0 up at Norwich. I'm seeing tumbling players on the edge of the box here. Kevin De Bruyne's got his Salah. Oh, that's a great tackle. Was that Gomez or Bolly? Bolly. Brilliant tackle by Willy Bolly as Mo Salah was just about to try and shape that into the corner. Leeds are about to bring Pascal Strawick on. A centre-back, can play in central midfield. And am I just seeing that right? I believe Aston Villa have scored a second. Oh, my goodness me. It is absolutely on for Liverpool. Do their fans know? I think their fans know. Aston Villa are 2-0 up. I do not believe this. Liverpool are a goal away now, and Man City are completely choking this. And Burnley have got one back as well. Oh, it's absolute chaos. Oh, what is going on here? Villa have gone 2-0 up. I haven't seen the goal yet. Oh, this is incredible. Burnley have got one back as well, which Leeds did not want. Although the big fear for Leeds now probably is the Brentford comeback. But I believe Aston Villa are 2-0 up. I think we're on split screen here. And it's a great finish by Philippe Coutinho, the former Liverpool player. This is unbelievable. Villa are 2-0 up at Manchester City. What is it with Manchester City in these big moments? So Leicester have just gone 2-0 up against Southampton. Coutinho has scored a second. I cannot believe I'm saying this. We are 70 minutes in. There's the Burnley goal. There's about 5 goals gone in at once. Drilled in by Maxwell Cornet. Here come Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's blocked. The left foot shot there. This could happen. Liverpool could be winning the title today. The odds were so slim at the start of the game. I think what were Liverpool, like 8-1 on to win the title today? No, Man City were 8-1 on and Liverpool were way out. Were they 5-1 or something like that? We're just having a look. Is there a handball shout in this one? No, that's definitely not a handball. Right into the chest of Bolly, who's played well. It's a great finish by Coutinho. Drags it low. Oh, look at that. Right in the corner. Brilliant goal by Villa and Coutinho. Oh, look at Pep's reaction. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, cat amongst the pigeons very, very clearly. So it looks like it's down to Liverpool now. It's not anything to do with Aston Villa. Are Man City going to score 3 goals in the remaining 20 minutes? Oh, this is unbelievable. I did not expect it to go this way today. I was expecting to sit down here and, for example, Man City to be 2-0 up within half an hour and it'll be very boring and we'll be looking at Brentford and Leeds and Burnley and Newcastle. But the tension is incredible. Liverpool need 1 goal here. Oh, but here come Wolves. Shot driven into over the bar. This is ridiculous. Oh, the drama. Premier League writers cooked up a great final match statement. Certainly, you couldn't script it, could you? Unbelievable. And I'm sure the watching TV audiences everywhere are absolutely loving this. If you thought the Forest versus Sheffield United thing was dramatic the other night, Pep Guardiola is not the best body language, to be fair. He's reclined back in his chair looking very, very glum. But Liverpool still need to score. I cannot believe this. It's a corner to Wolves. Remember, if Liverpool don't score, Man City are still champions. But I think Man City are more reliant on Wolves now. Nakamba's coming for Coutinho. Steven Gerrard is shoring up what would be just the most incredible away win for Aston Villa if they can do it. Wolves look more likely to score there for the last little period of play. Here comes Firmino. Heung-min Son did indeed get that goal for 4-0. It's just gone 5-0. Spurs are rattling in the goals. And, can you imagine the nerves up at Anfield? Liverpool 1, Wolves 1. So Spurs are 5-0 up. I should check in because this does matter in terms of the golden boot. Going into today, Salah 22, Son 21. I know Son has got one of the goals, hasn't he? He could have another. We're just finding out who indeed that goal scorer is. Feels like we've been here before with these Man City fans looking glum right at the end of a title race. Surely they couldn't turn it around here. Surely this is on Liverpool now, isn't it? Those red shirts all standing up, imploring their team to get forward. Can they do it? They've scored so many goals this season, Liverpool. It's Leicester 2, Southampton 1. Man City on the attack, De Bruyne, half volleys over the bar. Leicester 2, Southampton 1. And yes, Heung-min Son has scored twice. He is now winning the Premier League Golden Boot. Was it Leicester who scored again? No, Southampton have scored. So it's Leicester 2, Southampton 1. Although Wolves are playing party pooper here, well and truly. I reiterate, Liverpool need to score. Diving header on the back post there by Chan. Oh, my goodness me, this is tight now. Nothing happening so much down at the bottom of the table. It's still Brentford 0, Leeds 1. Burnley have got it back to 2-1. So a Burnley goal. Things start to really get interesting then if Burnley can get it back to 2-2. At the moment, though, if Brentford were to score, Leeds would still finish above them. We do still need 2 goals to facilitate that change in the league table. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, that's an outstanding goal by Heung-min Son. Oh, here come Wolves. Wolves are in. Oh, Wolves are going to... Oh, my goodness me. Wolves should have scored then. Oh, what is going on here? This is mental. Jimenez shrugs his shoulders. I think if he just slid it across the goal, Wolves would have gone 2-1 up and made Liverpool's task. Oh, Manchester City have now got one back on 76 minutes. Oh, they need 2 goals in the last 14 minutes. That is only if Liverpool win. It's Manchester City 1, Aston Villa 2. Oh, it's going to get exciting now. Are we going to see a City fight back? Remember, if Liverpool score, City need another 2 goals, let alone, would be an insane comeback to come back from 2-0 down. I haven't seen the goal yet. I'm sure I'm going to see it very, very shortly. Liverpool on the attack here. Henderson switches the play. We're trying to keep up with everything. Right, I'm a bit behind on the Man City feed. This may be the goal. I'm going to see it actually on the screen down here. Stirling crosses to the back stick. Big header on the back post. Who's that? Gundogan. And it is 2-1 now. İlkay Gundogan has scored for Manchester City. Oh, my God. Let's try and get this table up and show you what is exactly going on here. So we're still tied on 90 points. Remember, another Man City goal will put them to 91. Brighton 2, West Ham 1. There are other games going on here. Shepherded out there by Gomez. Let me just change the ticker there so we're vaguely up to date on the other scores. The one goal that really changes everything, though, is a Liverpool goal. That's the one that switches the places. Man City can score again, but that doesn't really matter because it will still be Man City first, Liverpool second. Man City scored 2 more goals, then we're all done. Pack up, go home. It's a Liverpool goal that is the big one. And I can't remember when Mane scored, but it feels like about an hour ago for sure. Here comes Visa for Brentford. Crosses it. Oh, and Brentford have equalised. Sergi Canos has scored for Brentford, a really lovely header on the back post, and we are now in very, very big jeopardy with Leeds at the bottom of the table here. Canos, remember, scored those goals that punished Leeds in 2018-19. Goodness me. Brentford 1, Leeds 1. Jesse March, I don't know what he's signalling. And Manchester City have equalised as well. This is crazy. It's 2-2. Manchester City have come back from 2-0 down. Oh, my goodness me. They're still going to be champions unless Liverpool score. Salah curls the shot. Ruddy gathers it. Man City have scored 2 in about 3 minutes. If they come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2, they will absolutely deserve it. But we've got to have a look at the bottom of the table as well. And the shot is just stroked in. I think that was Rodri with the right foot from the edge of the box. Drills it right into the corner. It's Liverpool 1, Wolves 1, Man City 2, Aston Villa 2. It's now Brentford 1, Leeds 1. We are at the point at the bottom of the table as well, where 1 goal will now swing this. If Burnley were to score or Brentford were to score again, everything changes and Leeds would be relegated. And still, if Liverpool score, they will be champions. What a final day in the Premier League. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff at the top and the bottom. Complete madness going on here. Sergi Canos has been booked for taking off his shirt. And Manchester City have come back from 2-0 down to make it 2-2. Gundogan and Rodri. Canos has been red carded now. He must have committed a foul straight after taking his shirt off and getting booked. Diaz in the box. Brentford have gone down to 10 men. That's good news if you're a Leeds fan. Salah, edge of the box for Liverpool. Salah hits the shot and Wolves clear. Sergi Canos, silly Billy, got himself booked for taking his... Oh, that's so foolish. Rafinha does him, and Canos has been red carded. Down to 9. Why is it 9, Tony? Is there an injured... Brentford had 2 red cards? Brentford down to 9, I'm hearing, and Tony's pretty reliable. Let us know what is going on there. Red card for Sergi Canos. I assume there's been some kind of triple substitution injury business. If anyone can smarten me up on that one, it's 5-1 now to Arsenal on this crazy, crazy final day. Oh, thank you, guys. Brentford down to 9 men. Ajarov injured and a red card for Sergi Canos. So, I mean, it would be quite something if they did score against Leeds with the 9 men. It's 5-1 to Arsenal. Both the North London teams trading blows here for 4th place. They've both scored 5. Spurs are 5-0 up at Norwich. Arsenal are 5-1 up against Everton. And I reiterate, it is now 80 minutes gone at Anfield, and Liverpool still have not scored. And Manchester City have gone 3-2 up. Surely that is that now. What a comeback from Pep Guardiola's men. It's Man City 3, Aston Villa 2. I think 76 was the first. They have scored 3 times in 5 minutes. Manchester City are going to win the championship. Kevin De Bruyne into the box, crosses low, and at the back post, they have done it. Gundogan has scored twice. Manchester City are going to win the Premier League this year. They are 3-2 up. Now it does not matter what Liverpool do. They need another Aston Villa goal. Man City 3, Aston Villa 2. What a comeback from City. Liverpool are going to have to make do with the 2 trophies they've got and the Champions League final. Man City are going to be champions again unless we get another Aston Villa goal. They gave it a good crack. And surely now I can switch the channel over to Burnley and Newcastle, because if Burnley were to equalise, if you're all cool with that, I'm going to change the channel now. It's Chelsea 1, Watford 1. Watford pulling out a point on the last day of the season. Huge comeback from Manchester City today. They have come back from 2 down with 3 quick goals. They are going to win the Premier League title. And if you'll all indulge me, I assume it's on the red button. Is it somewhere? I am going to attempt to get the Burnley game up, and we can see this one out in terms of the relegation picture. No, I can't get it on the screen. Let me know, anyone. Does Sky have Burnley and Newcastle on anywhere? That's the game I want to see now. Incredible. Peak vintage Bloom, 3-2 City. They've done it. Incredible. Absolute scenes for Pep Guardiola. Is dancing down the touchline. Kyle Walker sprinting onto the pitch. Liverpool going to score now, and it's all too late. Here's Diaz into the box. Diaz hits the shot, deflected over the bar. It goes. The Man City fans, absolute limbs. Burnley game is not on Sky. That was a mistake, wasn't it? If anyone's got a stream of the Burnley game, do keep us up to date here. We'll keep a big eye on Brentford versus Leeds. We are 1 goal away from this changing. If Brentford were to score, or if Burnley were to equalise, Leeds would go down. At the moment, Leeds are surviving. We think Manchester City have done their job now. They've come back from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Tony heads down for Brentford there. And Liverpool, surely that one. Did that one go over the line? And yes, Liverpool have finally scored. Mo Salah is going to go level with Heung-min Son. Liverpool are now 2-1 up. So we are still 1 goal away now. Liverpool have done their bit. If Aston Villa were to score, Liverpool would be champions. This is unbelievable. Oh, goodness me. So we're going to go into the last 5 minutes of the season knowing that 1 goal could still change the direction of travel for the Premier League title. Mo Salah has scored. He is level with Heung-min Son in the Golden Boot. So I reiterate, if Aston Villa score, the championship will change in the final minutes of the season and Liverpool will be champions. If Brentford score, Leeds, let me just double check that one. Yes, if Brentford score, Leeds would go down. And if Burnley score, Leeds would go down. So we could still with about 2 or 3, 4 minutes of the season left, we could still have changes in the title race and in the relegation chase. I think, Mr. Radio, there's always a late goal. There is always I think I will go over to Aston Villa and Manchester City now. Let's try and switch this over. How do we do this? Chelsea 2, Watford 1. Short-lived. A happy day there for Watford. Chelsea 2, Watford 1. I'm now going to switch over to Manchester City because that's the game where something could happen that would alter everything. If the Sky Red button is going to work, I think we're all up to date on everything. So I'm going to watch the last minutes here of Manchester City versus Aston Villa. Incredible, incredible day. I'll go to the Gillette show if I can on Sky as well. As things stand, Liverpool are going to finish second. Manchester City, who were 2-0 down with 15 to go. I was sat here saying it's on Liverpool now, but it wasn't. Manchester City did indeed make that comeback. Down at the bottom of the table, though, it still could change in terms of the relegation picture with just one goal in either the Brentford-Leeds game or the Burnley-Newcastle game. It's Burnley 1, Newcastle 2. It is Brentford 1, Leeds 1. Brentford are playing with 9 men. By the way, all 3 subs made and Asia off injured. Sergi Canos with a silly red card because one of the yellows was for taking his shirt off when he scored. Man City on the attack. They need to see this out. Will Villa get a chance? De Bruyne has got it for Man City. It's going to be a restart for Villa, who kind of owe it to the Premier League to just go and have a crack in stoppage time here. 87 minutes played. Brentford 1, Leeds 1. Ashley Young's coming on for Aston Villa. Emi Buendia is going off. I personally wouldn't have taken him out, but Stephen Gerrard knows more about managing the football team than I do. Fresh legs for Ashley Young. Full-time, Norwich 0, Spurs 5. Spurs are in the Champions League. Leeds on the attack. Rafinha. Oh, it slipped through. Firpo crosses. Oh, headed away. Leeds could really do with getting themselves back in front just so it's not to chance. Leeds could still have a situation where Burnley get this ridiculous late equaliser and they would then be relegated. Dave, you absolute legend. Way better than watching Sky. Great stream. Don't thank me, Dave. Thank the players. They've been incredible today. The drama has been immense. But thank you so much, Dave, for the super chat. We're going to find out how much stoppage time is going up in the next moments. Chelsea 2, Watford 1 is a full time. Watford play out their last game in the Premier League. They'll be back down in the Championship next season. Chelsea finished 3rd and Brighton 3, West Ham 1. Brighton rounding out a good season for them with what's going to look like is going to be a 3-1 win over West Ham United. No sign of Villa getting in the attacking half. Liverpool have just gone 3-1 up. So they've well and truly done their job. Liverpool 3, Wolves 1. But that does not matter. All that matters now is will Aston Villa score or not? If Aston Villa score, Liverpool will be champions. It was Andy Robertson who popped the goal in to make it 3-1. Manchester City, of course, could score again and make it 4-2. Foden coming down the left. We're about to find out how much stoppage time there is going to be in each of these games. 10 seconds left on the clock of normal time at the Etihad. Man City 3, Aston Villa 2. How much is going up? Stephen, legend. Thank you so, so much. Stephen, who is Luca's father, who is our fan sponsor for... I run out of water. I've guzzled it. 4 minutes of stoppage time. If you are a Liverpool fan, you hope... Thank you again, Stephen, for the super chat, by the way. If you're a Liverpool fan, you are hoping and praying for a goal for Aston Villa in the 4-minute stoppage time. That goal would literally give the championship to... is that right, Tom? If Villa score, City win the league on goal difference. No, Liverpool would be 1 point ahead if Villa score and make it 3-3. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. You are totally right. Yeah. Liverpool on 92. Yeah, he is right. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, a Villa goal doesn't make too much difference. I'm prattling on about nothing too much here. So we've all eyes on Brentford. My maths have been terrible today, hasn't it? Rafinha, Harrison drills it across the box. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Aston Villa goal worth 16-1. Yeah, Tom is right in the chat. If Villa do score. No, he's not right. If Villa score, Man City drop to 91 points. No, I'm right. I am right, of course. A Villa draw or a Man City draw and a Liverpool win was the solution today. So, no. Dave, look forward to seeing you on Lions TV in the Aussie. Absolutely, Dave. Thank you so much. $4.49 on the super chat. Yeah, you confused me as well, Tom. I've been wrong so many times. Thank you again, Dave, for the $4.49 on the super chat. Here's Rafinha. Drills in the shot low. And Leeds could really, really do with a goal. That's pretty much guaranteed survival if Leeds can get themselves 2-1 up. The likelihood of Burnley then scoring 2 goals in stoppage time. Leicester 4, Southampton 1. We played 2 minutes of stoppage time at the Etihad. So yeah, the situation I was right. If Villa score, Liverpool would be champions, but Man City have had the ball in the corner for pretty much all of stoppage time thus far. Villa still can't get out. Anyone watching Burnley and Newcastle, let me know. Manchester City are going to be champions in about 2 minutes' time. Leeds still playing on. I think Pep's got one more sub up his sleeve to kill a little bit more time. Just holding it in the corner. Jesus. Ashley Young goes over and wins it. Brentford clear, but it's all Leeds. It's 11 against 9. Shaylee, bless her. Thanks, everyone. This man works so well. I try my best. I'll be at the barbecue imminently, Shaylee. We are 1 minute away from the end of the season. We could still have the title change hands, and we could still have the final relegation place change hands. There's 2 minutes of minimum stoppage time remaining. Dave, thank you so much. Another super chat. Very, very kind of you to say. Thank you, Dave, so much. Those 2 very quick super chats. Sounds like Burnley just missed a golden opportunity. Oh, remember a Burnley goal? Relegate. Oh, Leeds have scored! Oh, that is survival, surely. Jack Harrison smashes it in from outside the box, and Leeds are staying up. It's Brentford 1, Leeds 2, a 93rd minute goal from Jack Harrison, and Leeds are going to stay up. Unless Burnley score 2 in stoppage time, Leeds are staying up. Jack Harrison has given them the lead late on, and Leeds are staying up, and Burnley are going down. It went right down to the wire, the red card and the injured players, but it looks like Leeds are safe. Leeds lead 2-1 at Brentford. Pep is waving his hands at the Etihad. Man City, if they win the game, and Man City are champions again. I think the 4th time in 5 years for Manchester City. My voice is going, well played, Pep and Man City. They're beating a brilliant Liverpool team. They are champions. And all that remains for us to find out now is for the formalities of relegation for Brentford. It's a bit of a lucky goal by Leeds. I didn't see the deflection in the first instance. Leeds are safe. Jesse March collapses to the ground. Sadly, we've got another pitch invasion. Let's hope this one is managed a lot better than some of the others we've seen. Pep Guardiola embraces his coaching staff. There's 10 seconds stoppage time to play at Leeds. I don't know how long there is. Pep is in tears. I don't know how long there is left at Burnley. It's full time at Liverpool. Liverpool have scored 90. How many points have they ended up with, for God's sake? Liverpool have scored 92 points and not won the title. That's 92 points in a 38-game league, not a 46-game league. Incredible stuff from these two teams, Liverpool and Man City. Man City are champions. It's all over at Brentford. Leeds look like they are safe. We haven't heard a full time yet from Burnley. Oh, is it all over at Burnley? Yes, it is full time at Burnley. Burnley have lost and they are down. Welcome to the Championship, Burnley. Well played, Leeds. Leeds are safe. They have done it. Jesse Marsch has done it. He came in to replace Bielsa and Leeds have survived. Incredible stuff. Jim, thank you so much for the super sticker there. Game over, it says. I can see there. Incredible scenes. Today in the Premier League final day, Man City were 2-0 down. It is full time. Burnley 1, Newcastle 2. Man City were 2-0 down with 76 played. They came back to win 3-2. Liverpool did their bit and won 3-1. Let's bring the final Premier League table up. That is incredible totals. Look at that. They're pretty much 20 points clear of the rest. SofaScore has got a glitch. They've got Liverpool as champions. They're not. Manchester City are the champions. Let's just bring up a league table that's actually correct. Can we get the, I think, BBC? Let's try. There you go. That should look a bit more sensible. Oh, goodness me. So 93 Man City, 92 Liverpool. Spurs were pretty much home and hose before halftime against Norwich to get their Champions League place. Look down there at the bottom. Leeds survived 38 points. That late goal from Jack Harrison. I'm looking at the Leeds players and Jesse Marsch going over to the Leeds supporters in the corner over at Brentford. Limbs, scenes in that Leeds end there. Brilliant stuff. Leeds survive. And that Jack Harrison goal did the business late on. Incredible stuff. Thank you, everyone. I'm just going to click through all of these comments. I'm supposed to be at a barbecue, so I'm going to zoom off there ASAP. Congratulations, everybody. Commiserations to Burnley fans. I guess commiserations to Liverpool fans, but they could still do a massive treble this season. Congratulations, Manchester City. Enjoy the BBQ. Yes, I will. I'm going to go and eat myself a burger or 7. Thank you, Stephen. We'll be back with plenty of coverage for looking forward to the playoff final this weekend. I'm going to be at come on, Ben. Nottingham Forest versus Huddersfield at Wembley on Sunday, and we will cover the Champions League final. So maybe we'll have some good news again for Liverpool fans in the Champions League at the weekend. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Incredible final day. I've loved it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you to all the super chatters, and there were plenty. And that is it for the live streams in the domestic front this season. We will do the Champions League final, of course. Whoa, I'm off to a barbecue. Over and out. Thank you for watching.